Welcome back to the channel. Some people are leaving ZBCN because they just don't have the patience. They will forever run from coin to coin to coin to coin, thinking that somehow the grass is greener on the other side. These are the straight-up chasers, booming in on all the coins that are rallying, and then later they end up scratching their heads, wondering why their portfolios are still struggling to make all-time highs. The reason is simple. They're buying at the very top, chasing coins at their all-time highs, and then panic selling right at the bottom when things dip. This video is for educational and informational purposes only. Nothing discussed here should be taken as financial, investment, or trading advice. It's the exact opposite of what successful investors do. People will continue this destructive pattern in the crypto space forever, and then, mark my words, they'll later claim that crypto was a scam the whole time. The truth is, it wasn't crypto that failed them. It was their lack of strategy, their lack of patience, and their lack of conviction that caused them to fail. They just don't know how to invest. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. I want to get straight into the video. Actually, before we dive deep into ZBCN and the market updates, let me quickly remind you about something important. For anyone looking for a solid crypto exchange, make sure you check out my link to BTCC. Right now, they've got another promo happening, and some of you might remember the last one where a few of you ended up winning a couple $100. Well, this time, there's another opportunity. The prize pool is $300, and as you can see here on the screen, that's $300 USDT to be split among winners. It's simple. You can trade anything: crypto, stocks, FX, or commodities. This is a 2-week competition running from September 2nd to September 16th. To be included in the draw, all you need to do is sign up using my link. It's open for both new users and existing users, so everybody has a chance to participate and possibly win some free money. Remember, the link for BTCC will be in the description down below, and here's the best part: it requires no KYC, so go ahead and take advantage if you want. Alright, now let's get back to the video. If we kick things off by looking at the crypto bubbles today, you'll notice that it's a green day. That's always a great way to start the session. Now here's where things get interesting. Trump is supposed to make a big announcement at 2 p.m. Eastern. As I'm recording this video, it's currently 1:39 p.m., so the announcement is right around the corner. The question is, what's going to happen? Are we going to flip straight into red right after the announcement? Or are we going to keep rallying? Nobody knows for sure, but I'm hopeful. Personally, I believe the market will remain green. But hey, I could be completely wrong, and everything could suddenly tank. That's the nature of crypto. But it's even funny to see that there's already a meme coin gaining traction just because some people believe Trump's announcement will be negative for the markets. They think the whole market is about to tank, so they're rushing into this meme coin as a hedge. I'm not touching meme coins in this video. This isn't about gambling, it's about real investing. My mindset remains positive. I believe we're still in a bull cycle, regardless of the noise. A lot of people are saying we only have 2 or 3 months left of this bull cycle, but I completely disagree. I think that kind of thinking is nonsense. I'm not going solely off history, I'm going off what I see happening in real time. Crypto is being adopted more widely than ever before, institutional money is flowing in, regulations are being put in place, and adoption curves are accelerating. I truly believe this bull cycle is going to last a lot longer than people expect. Now, let's pivot into some ZBCN-specific news, because I know that's what many of you are here for. If we head over to the official website, you'll notice something important. The compliance roadmap is moving right on schedule. ST2 has been completed successfully, and next up is MSC approval. This is what I mean when I say patience is critical. You've got to understand that this project is making all the right moves. They're taking the proper steps, doing the right things, and heading in the right direction. There's no reason why ZBCN shouldn't be massively successful if it continues on this trajectory. And let's not forget, the price right now is extremely cheap. I think it's sitting somewhere around 0.0037 cent or so, give or take. I'll check in just a second. But regardless of the small fluctuations, what matters is the market cap. The market cap on ZBCN is low enough that it still has the potential to deliver life-changing returns. Every piece of positive news, in my personal opinion, is just the next stepping stone toward onboarding newer investors. Now, the community that we already have is extremely solid. You guys know this. You've been holding, you've been supporting, and you've been around for a while. But while the core community is solid, the real growth comes from expanding that base and onboarding more holders. And guess what? The number of ZBCN holders continues to grow. If you've been following my ZBCN videos, you'll know I've highlighted this before. It's a very good sign. So when people try to spread negativity about ZBCN, I just ignore it. Why? Because I know they're not doing proper research. In many cases, these people are holders of competing coins like XRP or strictly Bitcoin. They don't want people to diversify. They just want everyone to pile into their bags. But that's not how smart investing works. Let me make something clear. I'm not saying XRP or Bitcoin are bad investments. Far from it. What I am saying is that the market cap of ZBCN is significantly smaller, which means the potential upside is much greater. That's just simple math. Smaller caps have more room to grow, and that's exactly why I'm comfortable investing in ZBCN. As long as the ZBCN team continues to build, grow, and expand, the opportunity remains massive. I've seen people posting things like, still buying at least $20 worth of ZBCN daily. That's dollar cost averaging. And it's a very smart strategy. Even small, consistent buys add up over time. People who do this aren't gambling. They know what they hold. They've done the research, and they have conviction. Conviction is what keeps you grounded when things get tough. Because let's be honest, prices will always fluctuate. They fluctuate for every coin, not just ZBCN. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, SUI, you name it, they all go up and down. Sometimes it's just the nature of the broader market. See, it's key when you have conviction, you don't panic. You don't sell just because something dipped 10% or 20%. You understand the long-term potential and you stay calm. Now, here's what usually happens to people without conviction. They buy high, they panic sell low, and then the coin pumps without them. Imagine you sell ZBCN because it dipped, only to see it double the very next week. Then you're stuck asking yourself, do I chase this pump? Should I buy back in? You hesitate, then finally FOMO in, only for it to dip again. That's a cycle that destroys portfolios. It's much easier to just hold your high-conviction coins and let them do their thing. Swing trading everything in your portfolio is exhausting and in many cases counterproductive. Yes, some coins are fine to trade around, but your conviction plays? Those are the ones you should just hold and let run. Now let's talk price action. So I was wrong earlier. It's not 0 cent anything. It's actually at 0.004 cent right now. On the day, ZBCN is up over 7%. Volume is also up by more than 50% in the last 24 hours. That's a great sign. But here's the catch. Over the last 7 days, ZBCN is still down almost 11%. On the monthly time frame, it's down 22%. That might discourage some people, but to me, it's just part of the bigger picture. One person on X put it perfectly. If you're holding with conviction, you deserve the upward move when it comes. That's the mindset. This market is shaking out weak investors left and right. Many people got destroyed earlier this year when they bought coins at all-time highs. They lost a ton, and now they're fearful. That's why they're quick to take profits at just 20% gains. They're just trying to make back what they lost instead of holding long enough to change their lives. Here's the truth. If you're already wealthy, a quick 20% gain on a big investment is amazing. But if you're not where you want to be financially and you're cashing out with 20% gains, you're only limiting your own future. Real wealth in crypto comes from holding through the volatility, not running at the first sign of green. Now, another big point. ZBCN is still not listed on Coinbase or Binance. Once that happens, and I believe it eventually will, it's going to be a major catalyst. On top of that, there's the supply situation. September 15th marks the last time we'll see 2.1% of the supply being unlocked. After that, unlock periods will be smaller, just around 1%, and eventually this won't even be an issue anymore. Right now, about 90.91% of the supply is already in circulation. That's huge. It means we're almost at full circulation, and once we get there, the constant fear of supply unlocking will finally be behind us. Less supply being released means less sell pressure, which is ultimately bullish. Looking at the chart, I had drawn lines in my last ZBCN video that outlined a trading range. For a moment, ZBCN slipped outside that range, but as of yesterday, it came right back in. That's a good sign. Now, yes, we did see a bearish momentum indicator fire on August 31st, which wasn't ideal. But these things happen. It doesn't mean the coin is doomed. It just means you need to zoom out and keep perspective. At the end of the day, I'm not glued to charts every single day. I look at them when I need to make videos like this, but my conviction isn't tied to daily candles. It's tied to fundamentals and the long-term vision. One last reminder, don't let other people shake you out of your positions. Yes, it's smart to listen to both sides of an argument, but at the end of the day, you need to make your own informed decision. Don't abandon your conviction just because somebody online is spreading negativity. Eventually, I believe ZBCN is going to break its previous all-time highs. And when that happens, you'll see the same people who mocked it suddenly FOMO in. That's just how this market works. People ignore, they doubt, they panic, and then when it moons, they chase. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support really helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to bring you more crypto content.